Peyton the video for that, and she really had a hard time giving it back. Well, imagine that you have a day of gemstone jewelry on QVC, on QVC2, and we have just a couple items all day that get that little music and that roll-in called a hot pick. Well, you're not going to be surprised who's standing next to me, because I always call him the Indiana Jones of the gem world. 66 countries now?
62.
62.
Soon to be 63.
Soon to, uh-oh, another trip plan?
Another trip
there
plan.
He goes. It's the one, the only Peyton Kelly. He did bring his romance card out, so we'll talk about why that is so important. But this is brand new today. It is a hot pick. It is gorgeous. How many are in the building? Like one? I don't. Okay, we have 235, and Stacy, do we even have an extra one of these for you to wear? Of the Czarite, there's one. So we'll let Peyton tell us all about it, and then we'll give it to Stacy to wear, because this is a Czarite, excuse me, that we never had on QVC until Peyton brought it to us in his Vault Discoveries at 3 carats and 20 points, surrounded by 10 points of diamonds in 14 karat gold. So Peyton, all of us have learned so much about the lure and the beauty and the excitement of gems from you. And Czarite is a stone that when you and I go way back, we didn't even have at QVC.
We didn't even have it. No. Nope. We were able to bring it in because of our relationship with the owner of the mine. Murat is a very good friend. He calls me occasionally. He says, Peyton, I've been accumulating. I've got one group of stones for you. They're the finest I have. I know you're going to want them. This is what's so unusual about this stone is it's one of only 5 color change stones in nature.
Okay.
You know, alexandrite, we all know it does a beautiful green to a beautiful purple. But Czarite does something that none of the other stones do. It changes to more than one color. When you get this and you walk outside with it, you're going to see bright kiwi green with flashes of canary. Then in traditional lighting, you're going to see champagne and gingers. But then in incandescent lighting, you're going to see raspberries, pinks, and rhodolites. Wow. This is the only stone in nature that does all of that. It's totally untreated. Right. It's totally natural. Never been touched.
It's hard in our studio lights, but you're getting a little bit of that raspberry right there.
Well, and we have, I don't know, 125 lights shining on us.
Well, you've always said through the years, honestly, television is the hardest thing to present colored gemstone jewelry on, because when you see it in person, it's amazing. Now, here is the color change that we've been able to do when this ring was off the air.
Unfortunately, we can only do 2 of the colors because of the lights in the photography studio. But you can see that beautiful green. And again, when it hits sunlight, it's going to be bright kiwi green with little bits of gold. But then under the studio light, well, not studio lights, but under the photography lights, it turns that beautiful gold color, more of a champagne color. And this is every single stone does the same thing. Then as you're moving around and you're in a room with different light sources, you're going to see the other colors. You're going to see the pinks. You're going to see the raspberries. You're going to see it all in the same stone.
Well, Stacy, do you want to model? Oh, wait, she's running in heels, running in heels to try on the ring. Okay, it is just so exciting, Peyton, to be able to shop at a company that, you know, we were founded by Joe Siegel almost, what now, in 1986. So it's our 37th, going into the 38th year. We do follow the guidelines of the Gemological Institute of America. You are a graduate gemologist. We've learned more from Peyton on this air than anybody else. But this is a stone that most of us don't own. So is there anything special we should do to care for it once we get it home?
No, it's very, very durable. It's 6.5 to 7 on the Mohs hardness scale. No, when you get your romance card home, look at it. Inside is a little information about vaults, but on the back of it, it tells you how to clean your jewelry. And this is not just this ring, it's any jewelry.
Okay.
And when you clean it like this, it'll be just as beautiful as the day you bought it. But also on the back of the romance card, it has right here, it has a place where you can go online and print out the story behind your item. This stone is so unusual, it's so rare, you don't see it out there because it's just not available. You know, because of our relationship with Murat, with the mine owner, true mine-to-market stones, we deal directly with the mine. He calls us. It's so funny. He'll call me and he'll say, Peyton, I've got a limited number of this. It's very fine. You know, I'm willing to let you have all of it. I'm like, okay, tell me about it. He says, you want to know about it? Why can't I just send it to you? I said, no, tell me about it. He said, I've got one of the most beautiful, gorgeous cushion shapes, and I've also got trillions. Very unusual, very difficult to do, very unusual. You don't see a lot of trillions because they're
that's this on the side.
That's the side stone, because they're difficult to cut. If you look at the corners of there's 3 corners, of course, because it's a trillion, but when you look at the corners, you see the same brilliance, you see the same color change throughout the stone. And a lot of times, Jane, you know, when you have a large center stone, but the side stones are a little bit smaller, they're going to be lighter color.
Right.
That's just the nature of any beast. But with this ring, the stones are such fine quality that you have the same consistency and the color, same color change throughout it. And maybe we can show the color change one more.
Sure, because Peyton, I just also want to say that this ring was also created for QVC. Like, you had the opportunity to get the stones, but then the design was done just for a QVC customer.
What we do
so
is,
there's that color change on the screen.
We start with the stones, we lay them out, we think, okay, what's the best use of the stones? We could have done 2 items. The center stone is large enough for just a single ring. But then we thought, you know what, they're so well matched. They really are from the same group of mining rough stones. We thought, you know what, they need to be together.
Right.
So that's why we came up with this. And I love that we did a stripe of white diamonds, because what that does is it shows you the true color of the gemstone.
Yes. And that's what the color changes, and it will even be more intense when it's on your finger.
Right. And depending on the different lights. You know, when you see that green, when you're outside, you're going to see the bright kiwi green, but little flecks of gold and little flecks of yellow. But then when you're in a different lighting, and the studio lighting and the photography lighting, you're going to see that gorgeous gold color.
Right.
And again, when you're wearing it, you're going to see all the different colors at one time. You're going to see.
Oh, Stacy wants it back.
Oh, I don't blame you, Stacy.
Stacy's like, okay, I gave it back too soon. I want it back again. And I just want to let everybody know that to be able to give you over 3 carats and 20 points of Czarite, one of the most exotic and unusual gems that Peyton has ever brought us, as he's traveled to 62, soon to be 63 countries, my Indiana Jones of the gem world, is that we also show this ring for you in sizes 5 through 11. So I love that it's Peyton's Facebook page, where he encourages you to go and print out the story and keep it with the ring, because this is generation after generation after generation of enjoying a ring that, unless you were watching QVC, you would
never
not
see it.
get.
No, but if you go to our favorite place in Washington, D.C., the Smithsonian, or if you go to the Natural History Museum in New York, look at the Czarite that they have there. It's from the same mine. It's from Murat has given it to the Smithsonian and to the other museum, and it's a showstopper.
Wow. So we have 5, a few dozen, 11, a few dozen. The fact that we even have that many is amazing. I mean, altogether, we only had a little over 200 to start, which was a true small gem miracle to be able to even say that. That's why we're talking about this as our hot pick, meaning a star. And normally it's $1,974. We're down to $1,379. Not only is this a day where we celebrate everything we love about gems, and Peyton, you and I have been together forever. That's usually only twice a year. Like, if you say to me, are you doing this again between now and the end of the year? No. Get this now. And we're also looking at a savings of over $600, which no one is putting Czarite on sale.
Never.
Like, no one. Like,
Never.
if you wanted, like, I can think of, not very far from our QVC studios, a very elegant jewelry store that's been, you know, here for generations. You know, I know who they are. I could walk in there and say, show me a Czarite ring. And they'd be like, wait, what? No. Because, Peyton, that's what you do. You bring us the unusual.
That's what we do. Well, you know, we go to Tucson, we go to the New York gem shows, you know, and to meet with our miner friends. He never comes to the show because what he has is so limited. He saves it for us. He keeps it. Every time that they have a production of it, he saves a few stones for us because he knows how consistent we want it. He knows that we want very, very fine stones. He knows that they have to be clean. And you can see right into this. You know, we put extra faceting on all of the stones to make sure that you see, number one, it's a clean stone. There's no inclusions. But number 2, we want you to see the beauty of the color and the richness of the color.
And it's a lot of gems. I mean, I'm just going to grab my good old-fashioned QVC ruler that I missed, and now it's back. At 3/4 of an inch of nothing but gems on your finger. This is beautiful. Obviously set in stunning 14-karat yellow gold. And we have a size range of 5 through 11, which is unheard of in the fine jewelry world, but we just kind of take it for granted, Peyton, here at QVC. We really
right.
do.
No, we need it. And, I always love to say, there's so few stones in nature that are natural. This stone is totally natural. There's no treatment at all. The color that you see and the brilliance that you see is natural to the stone.
And how
right
many
from Mother Earth.
color change stones like this are there in the world?
There's only one color change stone that does more than one color. There's 4 other color change gemstones that change from one primary color to a second primary color, like alexandrite.
Right.
But this is the only one of the 5 that does more than one color.
Wow. A one and only in the gem world.
A one and only in the gem world.
A one and only in the gem world that, again, on 5 easy payments, you're bringing home, maybe a little less than $10 a day on Easy Pay, tucking away for the most amazing holiday moment. Or this would be me. I wouldn't be able to wait. I'd be like, oh, got to give it to you right now. And make sure you go to QVC.com and search Vault Discoveries, because you had an amazing show with Courtney last night. So many beautiful new pieces. And Peyton, you know how much I love you, my buddy.
I love you too.
Mwah. Miss you.